Sylmar fire forces hundreds to evacuate, shuts down 210 Freeway. Sylmar, CBS-LA. Hundreds were forced to flee their homes in the Foothill. 210 Freeway was shut down after a wildfire that erupted in the Angeles National Forest above Sylmar early Tuesday that charred more than 4,000 acres and damaged several structures. Officials said more than 400 firefighters were on hand to battle the brush fire in the Kagel Canyon area, which broke out just before 4 a.m. in the area of Gold Creek and Little Tujunga roads, according to the Los Angeles County Fire Department, which was assisting the U.S. Forest Service and the Los Angeles Fire Department in the battle. Dubbed the Creek Fire, the blaze forced mandatory evacuations for homes in the Kagel Canyon area, mobile homes in Lopez Canyon and at the top of McClay, homes in the Arroyo Street area north of the 210 freeway, and in the Pacoima Wash. While fire officials did not provide a specific number of homes damaged in the fire, CBS 2's Greg Mills said at least 8 homes had burned near Villa Santa Barbara and Villa San Anselmo in Sylmar. Evacuation centers have been set up at the Sylmar Recreation Center, 13,109 Borden Avenue, and the Sunland Senior Center, 8640 Fenwick Street in Sunland. About 100 patients at Mountain View Convalescent Center in the 13,000 block of Fenton Avenue in Sylmar were voluntarily evacuated due to the fire, according to officials. Hubbard and Harding Elementary School students will be redirected Tuesday to San Fernando High, 11,133 Melvin Avenue, according to Los Angeles Unified School District. LA Mission College will be closed Tuesday. All other schools will be open as usual. The Sheriff's Department also warned residents to be aware of wild animals that may be driven out of their habitat due to the Creek Fire and into fire-impacted communities. The Wildlife Waystation, which houses wild and exotic animals, is located just a quarter of an acre away from the flames, and people at the facility are also in need of evacuation. The Los Angeles Equestrian Center had reached capacity and would no longer accept any large animals being evacuated due to the Creek Fire, officials said. Large animals can be taken to Pierce College in Woodland Hills. Barry Coper says Tuesday's mandatory evacuation will be the 4th time he's had to leave his home due to a wildfire in the area. "This one just whipped up out of nowhere and caught us all by surprise," he said. Asked moving brush fire burning in Angeles National Forest above Sylmar and Lakeview Terrace burned forced thousands to flee Tuesday as authorities closed almost 20 miles of the 210 freeway to allow additional firefighting crews to stream into the area. Driven by powerful Santa Ana winds, the Creek Fire broke out off Little Tujunga Canyon Road around 4 a.m. and was threatening homes north of the 210. The California Highway Patrol closed the freeway in both directions between the 5 and 2 freeways before noon at a morning briefing. Los Angeles County Fire Chief Darrell Osby said the fire was still growing as more crews arrived. Behind him, trees swayed as the winds whipped across the landscape. "We're in an extreme firefight," the chief said. "We had a very warm, dry summer. Our fuels are at critical levels and they're very explosive, as you can see right now. There are more than 700 firefighters battling the blaze and more than 50 fire engines within Sylmar's neighborhoods," officials said. LAPD Chief Charlie Beck told residents that if they're in the evacuation zone, they need to leave. "This will not be the only fire," Beck said. "We're going to be hard-pressed to meet all the resources throughout the city and the county of Los Angeles due to this weather event, and if you stay in your homes, you cause our resources to be diverted to take care of you." There have been reports of burned structures within the Kagel Canyon and Lopez Canyon communities. Mandatory evacuations were expanded just after 11 a.m. to all neighborhoods north of the 210 freeway between La Crescenta Avenue and Glen Oaks Boulevard, an area that affects thousands of residents. Students at Hubbard and Harding Elementary Schools and Vaughn Early Education Center are taking their classes at San Fernando High School. The South Coast Air Quality Management District cautioned residents in the San Fernando Valley and northwest coastal areas of LA County to stay indoors and avoid areas with visible smoke because of unhealthy air quality. It is difficult to tell where ash or soot from a fire will go, or how winds will affect the level of dust particles in the air. So we ask all individuals to be aware of their immediate environment and to take actions to safeguard their health. Jeffrey Gunzenhauser, interim health officer for Los Angeles County, said in a statement, "Smoke and ash can be harmful to health, especially in vulnerable individuals like the elderly, people with asthma, or individuals with other respiratory and heart conditions." One Los Angeles firefighter operating a bulldozer was injured when the vehicle rolled over, officials said. The firefighter is not trapped. He is conscious, alert, and talking with rescuers, Los Angeles Fire Department spokeswoman Margaret Stewart said in a media release. About 200 Los Angeles Police Department officers were handling evacuations in parts of Sylmar and Lakeview Terrace. The Santa Ana winds are expected to remain in the area through at least Thursday, according to the National Weather Service. Mayor Eric Garcetti reminded Angelenos to be prepared in case a fire breaks out in their area. "My message, very strong and clear, to the residents of Los Angeles, is to be ready to go. Say ready, set, go," the mayor said. The blaze comes as firefighters further north are dealing with a fast-moving, wind-driven wildfire that has swept into the city of Ventura, burned 45,000 acres, destroyed homes and forced 27,000 people to evacuate. About 150 structures, including at least one large apartment complex, were consumed by flames, and many more were threatened as the fire crept about a